Who's Ziggy? Which one is Ziggy?
Damien.
Man, cool as fuck. I'm trying to remember. Who the hell? Damien. Big Damien?
Huh? Nah, the little dude, the dude I used to run with, the New York dude.
Oh, man.
You don't remember?
I do, but I remember not that much. You feel me?
Remember the dude was walking? He was kind of he was sea walking. And I don't know if it was your cousin or somebody. I don't even know if he was there, honestly.
Yeah, what happened?
We was all there, you know, pretty much, you know, chilling at the it was at the homecoming. You guys had like a homecoming jumping off at the school, and I think you was there. I'm not sure, but your and I don't know if the other dude was your cousin, the nigga from 40s. And I guess, you know, Damien, he was you know that New York nigga I used to run with. You feel me? Like the nigga, I guess he was sea walking. Or you know, or your boy was sea walking, but I don't know what, you know, I don't know what happened. I don't know if your mans went up to my nigga D, and that's that nigga where he was from, but you know, the little confrontation was going on some hood shit. You know, it was like they told each other where each other was from, and I guess like, you know, almost became a Royal Rumble up in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was there.
Oh, you was there?
I was there. I remember that.
Oh, you wasn't there? I'm not sure if you was there though. Man, I know George was there, and the other dude, I think he was telling me he got killed or something like that. Was your cousin? That was your cousin or something?
That was George brother got killed a long time ago.
Oh man, it's fucked up. How he passed away, if you don't mind me asking, dog?
Yeah, he got shot like years ago.
Oh, you got shot up?
Yeah.
Man, everybody got.
George probably remember that happened. Yeah, I don't remember.
Man. But you don't remember going to any of the, you know, any of the homecomings, none of that shit, like, you know, a football game.
I remember a couple of football games, but I was, you know,
it was like.
I'm gonna talk to him about it.
Hey, you don't remember Damien though? You don't remember him at all?
I think I remember light skin cat, right?
Yeah, the nigga that used to mess with Michelle, the one I guess you got pregnant, the ones you got kids by.
I don't even know
Hey, what'd you say?
you got one by her, only one.
Oh, is that right?
One kid.
Oh, I thought your son was from her too. Your son.
I got that. My son mom was in Miami.
Oh, it's the one you got married to, or a whole different woman?
Nah, that's a whole different girl.
Damn.
She in Miami. She in Finland.
Oh, she in the 305.
5954, you know.
Yeah, man. You ain't going out there or no?
I know I'd be out there, man. Back and forth. I got some partners out there, so go out there and shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I remember that what's name son, right? Chaka.
Yeah, Chaka Khan's son, yeah. How you knew he was Chaka Khan's son?
I don't know. He told me about it. I know he told me about that shit.
Yeah, I ain't hollered at him or seen him. Yeah, like ever since he got hemmed up for that little murder case or whatever, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like.
I do remember that. I heard about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like during that time, I think he got hemmed up for that crazy shit like in 03 or 04 or some shit like that. But I know, you know, like kind of like a something like that, you feel me? But I know we kind of like departed our ways because he wanted me to push that white girl with him. And I told him like, nah, man, you know, I'm trying to get my shit together. I'm trying to get my life together. You feel me? Like, you know, he put out, you know, a couple of guns, you know, all of that. Told me, yeah, nigga, I got your back. Woo. You know, he's gonna have me hang him. I'm like, nah, dog, I'm trying to get my shit right. You feel me? Because I was still trying to go back to school, you know, get my diploma right back then. You know what I'm saying? Or my GED. I think it was no. I think it was my GED. I wanted to get my GED at the time, so I didn't want to fuck around in the streets as much as he wanted to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he got hemmed up for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What? Yeah, man. But I was just, I was just reminiscing like in the schools and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you was pretty much like both of y'all niggas was my niggas. You feel me? But I know it was like little shit here and there. Like, you know how rumors get spread and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause there was another nigga that used to run with y'all. I seen that nigga at a house party, dog. I bullshit you now. This was like probably like in 2000, nigga, like 14 years ago, dog. That's the last time I seen that nigga in 2000. Yeah, but he was cool, but he had dyed his hair. That's the last time I seen it. He had like gold hair and shit, man.
He out there with Pam,
Give me a second, y'all. Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. My bad, y'all. But yeah, if y'all want to tune in to my other videos and all of that, this shit got something to do with that happened from way, 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 way back. You know what I'm saying? It got a lot to do with niggas snitching, motherfucking. As far as Indira Khan, when that bitch was getting fucked and getting robbed like a bitch, there was a lot of shit going on before I came across as far as seeing her, you dig? I wanted to touch on like back in 95 before I got to meet all of them cocksuckers. I was getting moved around as far as me living in the valley and all that. I was getting moved around. So when I entered Walter Reed from going to these other schools in the valley, I went to like, I was like in middle school, so I went to Patrick Henry for a good amount of time. I went to other schools. I got to meet like a different type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? SA Gang, I don't know if Hollywood, and it was Cali folks. The thing was with the folks, they wasn't as much big like how they are in Chicago, but the reason why I call them Cali folks, because it was like some niggas that try to start some shit that had something to do with the movement in Chicago. They was like 40 niggas strong. You dig? And at that time, it was just, like I said, a group of people that was, that started an organization out there. It wasn't as big yet, but they was doing their thing, you dig? Hustling in the streets, keeping the gang alive. Now these gangs I mentioned, I wasn't from none of those gangs, you dig? And a lot of them was just pushing Folk Nation, from what I know. Ben and Rome, they was like two young brothers that was like real tight with each other. You know, them niggas was like Starksky and Hutch. They was like the Chris Cross out the bunch. Two individuals, you know what I'm saying, pushing Milwaukee, Folk Nation. I'm sure Rome, if he was to watch this motherfucking video, he know what I'm talking about, because at that time he just came out here from Milwaukee. I think it was Wisconsin or something like that. And they had these other individuals as well, Monica Davis, resting in peace, Gino, Elliot, and Hotto. Hotto had like 3 different names. I couldn't even tell you what his real name was, but either went by Harold or Diablo. Now, those individuals I just mentioned, Hotto, Gino, Elliot, Monica, they was pushing folks, but they're like pushing the Chicago folks, you know what I'm saying? They was banging their blue rags. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of confusion, because when I was going to junior high, it was some niggas banging 4-tray Gangsta Crip. And they was going up to the school, you know, taking niggas' lunches, going in kids' pockets, punching out kids, coming up there taking off with like shirts and shit from the lost and found. You know, them niggas would sneak up in classes after school was over, you know, taking shit. And we're not talking about a lot of niggas from 4-tray Gangsta Crip. It was only like two individuals, 2 guys and a bitch. You know, they was just causing major damage up there, you know, doing a lot of stupid shit, punking lil niggas, you dig? So, at that time being, you know, like, they gave Gino, Elliot, Harold an ultimatum, you know what I'm saying? They gave them ultimatum, like, either y'all niggas is gonna be from 4-tray Gangsta Crip, or we going up there checking y'all niggas' pockets every day. So, they eventually, you know, joined in the 4-trays and shit. And when they joined in the gang or whatever, I don't know how they got initiated or whatever. All I know, they was claiming this shit for like a couple of weeks. And after they joined it, then after that, like, Gino was supposed to be banging this shit too. But the nigga got fucking punched out his sneakers for trying to bang 4-tray folks. Like, he tried to start his own shit within the 4-tray Gangsta Crips, and them niggas wasn't feeling that shit. So after they heard the rumor, you know, they went up there and knocked his bitch ass out. So, like, Rome, and then it was a rumor that while I was going to school, if them niggas didn't join, them niggas was gonna get knocked the fuck out too. So, as far as like Hotto, Gino, Elliot, you know, while they was banging 4-tray Gangsta Crip, you know, like Monica and like her peoples, you know what I'm saying, they was just like banging folks still, but them niggas was just like, you know, on the lookout, you dig? So, after this nigga Gino gets knocked the fuck out, you know what I'm saying, by these 2 dudes. Actually, well, he didn't get jumped at all. Like, one nigga punched him in the fucking face, and, you know, the nigga flew like a motherfucker, you dig? So, it got to the point, them niggas, you know, after they heard what happened to Gino, the niggas was basically terrified. The niggas was terrified for a long time, you dig? The niggas was so terrified to the point, and after the bell rang, they wasn't catching like the buses they normally catch. Like, niggas will go their different ways or whatever because they were scared, you dig? So once the niggas was taking those different routes or whatever, it was a rumor that, you know, when recess came along a couple of weeks later, that them 4-tray niggas was coming up to the school to get banned in Rome. You know, I guess they wanted them niggas to be from 4-tray Gangsta Crip or whatever. And I guess the rumor was about if them niggas didn't join, they was just finna just get rushed. Told them niggas been in Rome to get ready, nigga, we coming. So, you know, when that rumor got around the niggas and shit, you know what I'm saying, that nigga been in Rome, they made like one phone call, and like later on that day, you know what I'm saying, it was like at least like 80 niggas that showed up to the fucking school, you know what I'm saying. And then 4-tray Gangsta Crip niggas, they basically backed down. And I think one of them niggas out the bunch, I couldn't even tell you his name, but the nigga stepped up to him and shit. It was like, look, if y'all niggas ever come up to the school ever again, y'all niggas is getting murdered. So, you know, them niggas basically never came back there ever again. So eventually Hotto, Elliot, and Gino, they wind up being from folks again, you dig? Months and months later, you know, a race riot happened at the school a day before I just checked out. So it was a lot of shit going on with the black versus the brown back in '95, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was getting rushed, niggas was getting thrown in trash cans, all of that noise, you dig? So it was a rumor that Gino wanted to fight me because his girlfriend couldn't come for me. I didn't never knew the nigga was with the bitch. So when I found out, you know, homie wanted to fight me, I go up to the school, you know, with my little gloves on, ready to knock this nigga out. So when I went up there, he was nowhere to be found, you know what I'm saying? So I asked Harold, I seen Harold like, yo, nigga, where's Gino at? I don't know where he at. Why the fuck you asking me? So I'm one to punching a nigga, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't starting this video to start any shit or nothing, it was just the truth, you know what I'm saying? I felt like at that time, long time ago, he came at me crooked, so I rushed the nigga. But other than that, I ain't got no problems with homie, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to that nigga Diablo from folks, you dig? Other than that, after I rushed him or whatever, we got in a fist fight. Well, I don't really consider it a fist fight because he didn't hit me at all. A nigga pulled up in a gray BMW Beamer. And the nigga pulled up in a gray BMW Beamer. The nigga got out like a fucking caveman. It was a Hispanic man. And he pushed me off the little dude, which I was fighting or whatever. And he told everybody to bounce on some New York undercover type shit. So basically, after the confrontation took place, the nigga Ramir banged on me. And after he banged on me, I told the nigga where I was from. And he told me where he was from. And everybody pretty much departed ways. So the point of me of bringing this motherfucking, you know, this situation up is, you know what I'm saying, one, I would love to say rest in peace to Monica Davis. 3, I'd like to say rest in peace to Ramir. And 4, this big bitch ass nigga I'm talking about was Chaka Khan's security guard the whole fucking time. The nigga Gary, yo. That's some New York undercover bullshit, B. Once again, that's eddy.mirrors at AOL.com. You dig? Yeah, I'm gonna touch on a quick topic. It ain't gonna be too long. I'm gonna look up too. So, but yeah, like I was saying, you know, during that time in 1997. I got released from juvenile hall while I was still fucking with Chaka Khan's son in the streets. It was some other dudes I was hanging out with, you know what I'm saying, in the city of North Hollywood. Now, these particular individuals, niggas I used to just smoke weed with or buy weed from in the streets, you know what I'm saying. If y'all go back to my videos as far as Scums of the Earth, or just Scums, if y'all type that in as far as my YouTube video, y'all will have like an idea of what the fuck I'm talking about, because it's a lot of shit, you know, I let out as far as letting shit off my chest, you know what I'm saying, that makes sense on everything I'm fucking talking about right now, you dig? Back to these individuals, you had Gino, Elliot, and Harold. I wanna talk a lot about them, you know, later on during this film. But for starters, you know what I'm saying, Ben and Rome, like I mentioned in my last video, you know, them niggas was like real close with each other. Them niggas was always hanging out in school, you know what I'm saying, they was always like trying to do music with each other. Pretty much them niggas was on the grind, you dig? So yeah, so as far as Ben, you know, Ben was a singing ass nigga. I don't know if the nigga was in the church choir, but the nigga shit, he had a cool little flow as far as singing wise, but he was just always practicing a lot as far as practicing his vocal cords and all of that, you dig? At the time, this nigga had like a flat top, like dreads and shit, you know what I'm saying? And he, like I said earlier, he was a church going dude, you know what I'm saying, that sang his motherfucking ass off. But this nigga was affiliated with folks. The nigga was banging folks. That's all like he cared about, running with his gang in the streets. Ben was always talking about chasing his dream, and his dream was to be a fucking singer. And he was always chasing hoes, you know, whenever he had extra time on his hands, you heard? Now, as far as Rome was just a young player. You know what I'm saying? Long hair and shit. Always talking shit. Always stealing from motherfuckers. Like, the nigga was so foul, the nigga would steal weed and money from his mom's purse if it came down to it, you dig? Nigga was always wearing baggy clothes, You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about clothes that never fit him. It was on like some street clothes. Didn't give a fuck about shit. You know what I'm saying? He was always cheating on bitches, always getting into it with bitches. But at that time, we never called the motherfucker Rome. The nigga either went by Batman or Busy. The reason why we called him Batman, because he looked like Marcus Houston, and he always find himself in some shit. You dig? And the reason is sometimes, other motherfuckers will call him Busy, because he was trying to rap like Busy Bone all the fucking time, you know what I'm saying? Harmonizing, rapping fast and shit. And the nigga, like, those were his idols back then, you dig? And that's all that nigga was listening to, and that's all that nigga was trying to sound like, you know what I'm saying? Busy Bone, off Bone Thugs and Harmony. Ben and Rome were comrades, the niggas was best friends. The motherfuckers was aces, you dig? And both of them dudes was claiming folks, they had their little shit pumping in the streets. Now, Ben, he was rarely outside like that, you know what I'm saying? Because the nigga was staying with his parents, and I guess whenever he get bad grades in school, the nigga wasn't allowed to come outside. The nigga had a fucking curfew. And he was rarely being in the streets like that. You heard? So one day I decided I wanted to do a song with Rome, you know what I'm saying? Later on, during those years, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to do a song with Rome, so I was listening to some music at Someth House. When I was listening, we wanted Rome to do a hook on the song. So, we was trying to get in contact with homie, you dig? But besides all of that, what I was talking about earlier, Gino, Elliot, those motherfuckers joined the SA gang and all of that, you know what I'm saying? They joined, I don't know what made them do it, but you know what I'm saying, that was that. But yo, man, there's a lot of traffic going on right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get into more of this story later, you know what I'm saying? If you want any movies, any new music, any exclusive videos, that's straight from the motherfucking street. Any hip hop, that's straight from the motherfucking street. Holla at your boy ASAP, EDD.mirrors at AOL.com. Once again, that's eddy.mirrors at AOL.com. Once again, that's eddy.mirrors at AOL.com. Dick.